NVIDIA special this morning. You are joining me during a live show. This will be a video by itself later on because we have members in 63 countries and 14 languages and people watch at different times. So I'm making this live, unedited during a live show. NVIDIA, well, we got CPI this morning exactly as predicted. There was no surprise here to me at all. As you know, I'm fully invested. I'm green again. I'm beating the market again today, as you can see. I'm all in with margin, 81,471. You can't get more bullish than that. I only own the S&P, remember. I'm not here to pump and dump stock. I'm here just to help people, give you the accurate information with my contacts that I have, my friends at Wall Street, my CEO contacts I have, all my friends on X and Instagram, and you can be part of all those conversations if you follow me on Instagram and you follow me on X. I'll give you the links right now. There's my Instagram and there's my X. All the links are below. If you follow me, you'll know what I'm saying and what I'm discussing with people before I come on air and all the rest of it. Here's also the extra channel where I'm live. It's also below the chat, and it's in the chat right now for those watching live, where we're live 12 hours a day in between, so you can see what's going on. So NVIDIA, let's first of all talk about CPI this morning and what happens next. Let me refresh the screen and show you what we had this morning with CPI. If I just show you the details here, we said, and I've said for 18 months in the summer of 2024, rates would come down. For 2 months now, I've said that rates will be 0.5%. I'm standing by that. That's never changed, 100% about that. You can see here, CPI month on month, 0.3, it came down to 0.2, 3.3 for the inflation year on year has now fallen to 3.2. Thank you, Izzy, for your subscription. All of this is great. All of this is exactly what we said, 100%, no doubt whatsoever. I'm just going to mute the sound effects for the subscribers because we are growing extremely fast at the moment. So CPI was exactly as we anticipated. Now, remember yesterday I said PPI and CPI should work in correlation, but they don't. The markets, as in Wall Street, the traders, and those trying to sell the media use it to manipulate the stock. So I put a video out last night, as you all know, telling you CPI warning. It was right here. Okay, this is, I came to this conclusion with talking to everybody that I know online, X and Instagram, the fund managers, the CEOs, who's buying, what's going on. And I came to the conclusion that we would have a great CPI, and we did, but the market would sell it off, and they did. CPI warning, there it is. Now, many of you got a bit fearful and probably sold out. I don't know. I'll tell you what we'll do as we're making a live video. Let's run a poll on this, and as we're making a video now, this can go out. So let's see. I'll write the poll for you now. Did you sell today when the stock dipped? Okay, the question I'm asking is, did you sell today when the stock dipped? Please be honest. We learn nothing. This channel is about being honest, right? No point saying stuff. Just tell the truth. And we want to learn. We learn about sentiment. We learn about people. We learn how to make money, right? Did you sell today when the stock dipped? Okay, let's run that poll throughout this for a moment. Okay, so we got the CPI exactly like we said. Now, I was so confident in the CPI print being good. I was so confident that the market would, they'd buy it first of all when the CPI came out. Up it went. I was confident it would sell off, which it did. I was so confident in all of that, that while that was going on, I was doing a where is it? Past live stream. I was well, hang on, refresh that. I was doing 2 earnings calls and I wasn't even paying attention to it. So you can see past live streams. Where are they? Past live streams. There you go. I was covering Cardinal Health on this channel at the time, and I was covering another one on the extra channel. I was that confident. So I'm very, very confident today, again, that NVIDIA is going to $200. I didn't sell it. Good. Look at this. I'm reading the poll here, and I want to bring it up so everyone can see it. And then we've got some reaction as well, some important reaction. This is really, really good. I'm really, really proud of everybody. We are the Lucasades. We are #1 army for NVIDIA in the world. We rank #1 in the world. Look at this. I asked you, did you sell today when the stock dipped? 91% no, 92% no. I love it. We have the army here. Look at this. 41 votes. Did you sell today when the stock dipped? No. 90% of you resisted. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Congratulations, everybody. Those that understand NVIDIA, those that understand the stock market, those that understand the manipulation. Congratulations to all of you. Stuff it to Wall Street. Well done. Remember, Wall Street are simply traders and not investors. We are investors. We hold. Now, I only own it through the S&P, of course, so my portfolio is up 0.28 today. If we look at the S&P, I'm going to go to some reaction from Wall Street in a moment, so stand by. Where is my view? Here is my view. If you look at here, this is how I own the S&P. It's up 0.12 today, so I'm up 0.28. I'm doubling and beating the market, okay? Now then, if you thought, just before I go to reaction, if you had any doubt today in the strength of our army, okay, not only are we #1 in the world ranking on YouTube now, above Meet Kevin, who's got 2 million subscribers. I happen to know people are unsubscribing as fast as they were subscribing now because it's constant saying that the market is going down 60%. This constant saying there's going to be World War III because it sells videos, because he's never faced his audience in real time like I have around the world as the world piano man. People are getting tired of those that are greedy and selfish who just want to promote themselves on YouTube, making videos, telling people a load of nonsense to get themselves more and more money. It's wrong, and it's why I'll go live 12 hours a day to back it up. Now, just before I go to Wall Street's reaction and some commentary on NVIDIA, I know we've got a lot of the Lucasades here today, so I just want to thank you all because this is what we're doing together, all right? Look at this. We were at 30,000 subscribers, was it yesterday or the day before? 2 days ago. Last night we hit 31,000, and now, a few hours later, we're at 31,790. We're growing nearly 1,000 subscribers a day at the moment. And I want to thank everyone. Look, 41,000 views. We used to do about 5,000. 41,844. And in the last 60 minutes, we've done 940 views. So you can see how we're growing. So I want to thank all of you for that. Now, this is great because, as you know, one of the main things I want to do, other than going live and help people and share my information and my contact with everybody, I also want to raise millions of dollars for charity as well on my music channel. So please go and subscribe to the music channel. There's the link. Most of you have done it now. Most of the NVIDIA army have already done it. But if you haven't, go and do that. And once you subscribe, let me know what charity you want me to do fundraiser concerts for, and I will do it. All the money goes directly to the charity. Anyway, let's go now into some false information that's all going around. Let me react to this. So we had some NVIDIA news, and let's address this first of all. Here we go.
Are up nearly 5% today and more than 9% despite last week's sell-off. While the volatility left some investors wary of the big AI names, our next guest saw the dip as a buying opportunity.
Absolutely.
Upping his stake big time. Let's bring in fast money trader and Grasso Global CEO Steve Grasso. Give me the deets, Steve. It's good to see you.
How you doing, Kelly? Yeah, this could have, I always love hindsight when it proves you're right. This was a binary instance, though. This could have went very bad against me if the macro market sold off.
No, it couldn't. It was never going to sell off.
On a micro basis after the fact. I own NVIDIA. I originally owned NVIDIA, I should say, in the 120s was my average, and I expanded that position considerably. So now my average is around 102. So that's how much I was buying on that dip. Once again,
just want to remember, this is TV, and He never shows you how much he's actually got. I tell you what I've got. And be careful, because averages do not tell you anything. Remember, when you buy a stock, it lowers or raises your average. It doesn't move when you sell. Averages is not enough. People often talk about my average and buy the dip and all this stuff. It gets people to watch. It gets people excited. This guy here is a contributor on Bloomberg. I talk to these people via my X and Instagram. And let me tell you, this is all entertainment. He's not going to show you his position. And just remember, your average isn't everything. Remember, each individual lot is separate. And remember, first in, first out, the FIFO rule. Make sure that you sell the right shares. You don't lose money.
That dip could have gained more strength. Market could have sold off more precipitously. It didn't. So once I started to see the market solidify, I really leaned into that position for NVIDIA.
What's the exit strategy?
Yeah, so normally, when those of the people that follow me on Twitter or watch me on Fast Money.
Did you hear that? She said, what's your exit strategy? People are always thinking about buying and trading. I am an investor. I want to own the business. I want to own all of the business. I would like to buy every single share of NVIDIA and own every single share of VU. And I'm never going to do that, obviously, but I want to own this business, because I do not buy any businesses and any funds I cannot hold for 10 years. I'm looking at the future of this, not taking a small profit and then running around trying to get the crumbs off the table. I want to own what's on the table, not the crumbs under the table.
I usually trade around a core position, which means that I'll have my core positions and then I'll trade tails around it. The tail actually became the core. So I think that the stock probably trades back up to the 120 range, and shorter term, obviously 115. That was just a blink of an eye of where it was today. So I think you're going to see higher prices. I think the market has to perform well. Market doesn't perform well, this is definitely a momentum stock, but I think you're going to see a 120 print sooner rather than later in the name.
Yeah, because I wonder, not that the bloom is coming off the rose, but that there's a sense when you see Apple Intelligence coming out without being trained on NVIDIA chip, some of these other rollouts that don't necessarily require those big, expensive workhorses, are they kind of telling people that there's a way to participate in the AI rush without it necessarily being that NVIDIA share price doubles and it becomes a $6 trillion company or whatever? Have we kind of dialed that back a little bit, I wonder?
No, $200.
Yeah, I think that's a valid premise. But when you think about it, they still own 85% of the market share in AI. So maybe to the extent of the chip that's going to be used could change, just depending on what sector of the economy that you're in. But ultimately, if you want premium, you're going to go with NVIDIA. Everyone that we heard from in large cap tech is increasing their spend in chips. Do they all need the highest price chip? Maybe not, but they're all going to be buying some aspect of NVIDIA, and nothing grows to the sky, Kelly, to your point. But I think we saw that drawdown pretty effectively last week, and I think people are getting back into it, understanding that the fundamentals are still sound.
Yeah, that's my last question. After everything that's just happened, it feels a little back to the future to me that we don't come out of this, repositioning or whatever it is and say, okay, time to rotate into the smaller caps and the mid caps and the...
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No. We do not do that. People did that. They went to the Russell, bought the rubbish, then they scrambled to get back out. Now they're chasing the stock. Very often, if you change in and out and you sell in and out and you pay tax on it, you've ended up not actually making any money. These people do not understand the stock, or they're just trying to sell good TV. Own the business. Do not sell NVIDIA. It's like Apple. You do not sell Apple.
Value this one. It's kind of, yields are lower. The NASDAQ's outperforming the Russell today. NVIDIA's taking off. And what does that tell you? Or is it a head fake?
Well, it tells me if you look at the chart on the IWM, if you look at the chart on the small caps, those names, 45% or so of small caps are unprofitable companies. Back in the 90s, that number was 15%. So
okay, I've heard enough of that. Yeah, absolutely, you should not touch the Russell at all. But people do. They look for cheap rubbish. I will never buy it. Now we just had this out. This is the reaction to CPI. Now, as you all know, I said CPI would do well. There was no doubt about it. I said 18 months ago. And remember, if you go back and watch all my live videos, you will know 18 months ago I said rates would come down in the summer of 2024. I've said for 2 months they would come down by 0.5%. I have said that my portfolio is going to $1 million without me ever buying another stock, and I'm not. I'm now just paying down margin. I'm done. The target was to grow the most honest channel in the world. We're doing that. We ranked number 1 already for NVIDIA, and we're growing 1,000 subscribers a day. We're about to raise millions for charity, and I've bought enough shares. All I've got to do now is pay down the margin, and it'll be $1 million. That was my aim, and that's what I'm sticking to. But the CPI is exactly as predicted. Let's have a listen and how Wall Street reacted to CPI, and let's see if they read it right. Let's have a look.
Joining us this morning is Ed Yardeni, of course, Yardeni Research President. Ed, great to have you again. Good to see you.
Thank you.
I think it was Heather Long at the Washington Post this morning who said it's looking more and more like the U.S. inflation battle is done. Are you willing to go that far?
The US inflation battle was done about 2 months ago because the Fed, Jerome Powell, uses backward-looking indicators. We've already known it in Europe, the UK, India, Canada, but the thing is, the Fed and the US are able to get behind the curve, be late to the party, and still come out on top because they have all the biggest businesses are American, and we can ride it through. A lot of manipulation here, a lot of politics. We've got an election year this year, a lot going on. So we were there 2 months ago, if not maybe slightly more. It's just now starting to feed through. It's provided opportunity for those to buy dips. It's also proved opportunity for those like me, Kevin, and all the big YouTubers telling the world's going to come to an end. World War III is going to start every 5 minutes. None of that is true at all.
Absolutely. I've been predicting since the summer of 2022 that we get to 2 to 3% by the end of last year and early this year, and we're basically there, and we think that we'll get to 2% by the end of the year. If you take out shelter from the CPI, you're basically there. When the kids in the back seat ask, "Are we there yet?" We're there. If you take out shelter, we're at 1.9%.
Exactly.
So we're entering the parking lot, I guess. Are you suggesting that? Then I think shelter is what, 90% of the increase this month?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you expect the follow-on effect to accelerate, or is this going to be a continued test of patience with that lag?
I think it's clear. We all know it's a lagging one, but it could pick up. I mean, it's really just kind of a laggard that's catching up with current rents, because it includes not only current rents but also outstanding rents. But I think time is actually on our side in terms of getting faster decreases in rent.
The other note of yours, Ed, that got my attention this week was yesterday when you talked about what's happening in Kursk with Ukraine, and the notion that if Putin is really pressed, his reaction might be, I think the word you used was unsettling. How high is that ranking on your radar?
Well, it's really number one. The geopolitical concerns have been my main concern. I haven't been concerned at all
I'm
about
not concerned
the economy.
about it at all.
I still think it's resilient. By the way, I think that the next employment number is going to be a strong one, because I think the last one was weather affected. Inflation's not concerned because it's going the way we thought it would go. So,
okay, point, I think we've got enough from that. I've got one more reaction I wanted to cover and share with you, and that is this one here. Always get some drama from this chap. You all know who I'm talking about. Always get some drama, and always extreme volatility with reactionary comments. Let's have a quick look. Our dear friend, Mr. Jim Cramer, one of my mates.
Intel's trying to sell everything. It's not nailed down. They sold 1.18 million shares of ARM. It looks like they might have raised about 147 million. Now, that's according to Bloomberg. The thing that I would point out is just that they're trying to sell that Mobileye. They're raising cash. And they're raising cash for, I believe, because they must raise cash to get that balance sheet better. They must raise cash.
Trying to see what the last one handle is on Intel.
By the way, ARM, I think, is a pretty good company. Renee Haas is doing a good job there. Not that you should, they were one of the cornerstones. It's not that you have to keep that, but I'm just saying that it's
Here
a
comes
sign
the rally.
once again that they've got to do. They have to take a lot of action. How about that?
How about tonight?
Okay, I have Kevin Hochman. That's David might want to know. That's the CEO of Brinker. And I'll have to do some work.
I don't think there's
And
anything
then
more
Strauss
there.
Zelnick
I
had a
was
real-
hoping for a bit more there from Jim, but not that much to talk about this morning. So we'll leave that as well. Okay, so let's wrap this up just for a moment. Oh, before you go, I've got a gift for everyone. Absolutely, you're going to love this. I've been trying to get the best deal for my members always. But today I'm giving a gift to everyone today. So shall I tell you what it is? You want to know what it is? First of all, I'm going to continue with my prediction. We're going to see NVIDIA at $200. We're also going to see the S&P 3X by the end of the decade. I'm fully invested. I do not need to invest any more money now to get to $1 million live on the show. I've done that. I want to thank all of you for taking our tiny little channel to becoming number one above Meet Kevin and all the big YouTubers now, ranking number one for NVIDIA. Look at the views. It's absolutely nuts. 42,000. And look at the subscribers. We were only 31,000 yesterday, and we're nearly 32,000. That was last night. So we're growing so quickly. I want to thank all of you for being part of this. And people have had enough, basically, with nonsense. So, as you know, I'm always trying to bring more to the party and give my members more. We're now doing 4 earnings a day. I did 2 this morning. I got 2 tonight. I'm doing Cisco and Zamidica tonight. And tomorrow morning, Walmart and JD pre-market, plus the live shows. But here is your gift. I've said if you stay to the end, I've got a little gift for you. Here it comes. Without any further ado, as you know, I'm always trying to get the best deals for all of you. All of my members can now get a free plan of Alpha Spread. If you are a member, the discount that you get will make my membership for free. Okay, that's Alpha Spread. But some of you love to use Seeking Alpha. Seeking Alpha is probably one of the most well-known platforms for analyzing stocks in the world, I'm sure. But wouldn't it be great if they decided to do an affiliate link with me where you would get the best discount you can get? Well, now you can. Here is for everybody right now, right today, if you want Seeking Alpha. I use it as well as my Alpha Spread. All of you, every single one of you, get $25 off and a free trial. It's not available like that normally. This is for me. It's a good deal. You can't get this on your own. I've negotiated the best deal for my members and non-members today. This may not be available to everybody forever. I just wanted to bring it to you on day one. So here is my link. If you like Seeking Alpha and you don't want to pay the full price and you want to try it for free, for the first time ever on my channel, there it is, Seeking Alpha. You can now create an account. If you've already got one, close the bloody thing down. Create another account, get 25 off, a better deal, and I'm going to consistently negotiate with these people, making sure that my viewers always get the best deal. So $25 off and a free trial. It's not available like that anywhere else. That's with me, and I'm really proud of that. So there you go. Fill your boots. Another little bonus to being a subscriber and a viewer of today's show. It's not a member's perk. I'm giving it to everyone at the moment. That might not be there forever, but it is there right now. So there we go. This was an NVIDIA special. Unfortunately, I can't stay with you any longer because I've got to get ready for the closing bell. I've also got to get ready for 2 earnings, plus I've got videos coming out, interviews I'm doing. I've got more CEOs that want to be on the show. So if you want to know all about that, I will send you right now to the extra channel while I'm doing this. You can actually join in in with behind the scenes conversations, see what's going on and all the rest of it. So let me send you all now to the green room, which is our extra channel. It's viewable for everyone. Everyone can be in and view and listen behind the scenes. You can only talk, however, in the chat if you are a member, which is 99 cents. We do that because we don't want scammers and bots and trolls and idiots coming in going, buy Binky Bonk and sell your NVIDIA. We only want to talk to real investors. We're not interested in promoting artists, scammers, and idiots. My CEOs don't want nothing to do with that. So here we go. Let me give everyone the link to Extra. It will take you there automatically. Join me now. Now, here's another little extra thing as well. Friday night, just before I let you go, Friday night, we're going to do a special on the music show. We're going to have a NVIDIA party. Join us if you are a subscriber to the music channel. You will have that link already. There it is. Join me on Friday night. But that's it from me. What a great day today. Everything is going to plan. Markets are up. We're going to make lots and lots of money. I hope you're all doing well. Join me now on the extra channel. Join me for the closing bell, and then join me tonight for all of the earnings. We're doing 2 earnings after hours every night and 2 earnings every morning. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here and over here, I'll post all the links. Up here at the top, I will put the NVIDIA earnings. You all want to join me. It's going to be the biggest event ever on our channel. And that's a major, major night for everybody investing in NVIDIA. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.